Hey guys at Table Talk Live, this is Melissa Lowery. I'm coming at you from Denali, Florida. I am a registered nurse fitness consultant serving Central Florida. I make it a point to be able to come to people's homes or offices in order to be able to train them and teach them how to live a healthy lifestyle. I truly believe that fitness and health and weight loss, it's all-encompassing, and there is no one specific diet that's going to help anybody. Everybody's an individual, so everybody needs to go at this a different way. And my job is to teach you how to do that. I believe that it's a whole body experience that's encompassing fitness, diet, lifestyle, and not really diet per se, but teaching you how to eat for you, for life, not just for 30 days or 60 days. That contributes to the yo-yo diet method, and I don't want to see anybody lose 10 pounds and then gain it back in another month. So I make it a point to teach you how to live the rest of your life. I look forward to talking to everybody on Table Talk Live, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you, and looking forward to you getting to know me. I hope you have a blessed day. Enjoy.
People, everybody's like, oh, celiac is just, a fad thing, and it's really not. If you really have it, you really have it. You really do. And for so many years, I didn't know. I really think that, and the research is that it takes a pretty catastrophic event in your life, in your body, in your system, that triggers this. And I've had so much between the abdominal surgery and the back surgery and just stress in general, somewhere along the line that started it. And I think it was probably somewhere around 10 years ago where I was really just feeling cruddy, and I did the elimination diet and I felt better. And then I was like, well, no, that's not true. That's not what it is. And I just denied it for like 5 years. Just denied it and ate whatever I wanted.
And then still continued to be sick.
The biggest thing with celiac is that it damages the villi in your intestine. The villi is what absorbs the nutrients in your body. And it will destroy it to where there's like barely any left. And when you get to that point, you're no longer absorbing nutrients. I have pernicious anemia, and the reason I have that is because of that. I had damaged my body so much that I was no longer absorbing B12, no longer absorbing iron properly. I have to give myself a B12 shot once a week. Most people, if they have a deficiency, they do it once a month. I have to do it once a week. I mean, you can look at me.
So no pills. You have to actually give yourself a shot.
Because I can't absorb it. Even in the mucosa, I can't absorb it. I tried. I did. And it is...
That's a lifelong thing you're going to have to do then, isn't it?
It is.
Wow.
I've been taking B12 shots for probably 5 years, and every couple years I started out once a month. I did. And we never saw my levels change. And they didn't... Your levels are supposed to be somewhere between 400 and 1,000. And I was always 100. Always 100. It never came above 100. And then started doing it once a week. And it took probably about 6 months. But my last level was 350. And I was excited about that. I mean, it's still not where it's supposed to be, but it's getting there. And when your body's not absorbing the nutrients the way they should, I used to have a gorgeous smile. I really did. And now I'm looking at, do I need to have all my teeth pulled out and have dentures put in? Because they're falling apart. They're falling apart. Because when you're not absorbing the calcium the way you're supposed to, it starts pulling from your bones. Your teeth are bones. So and that's my fault. I did that to myself. That sucks, but it is what it is. So, but yeah.
Welcome to Table Talk Live. I'm here with Melissa Lowery. Did I say that right?
Yes. You did.
I usually can't get the names out right the first time. The Melissa part I can because I have a sister named Melissa, but Lowery, it just...
Yeah, it just kind of rolls off your tongue. It does. Trust me, I had to practice it for a while.
Did you?
I did. I was like, Lowery. Lowry?
Lowery.
I'm not sure. Is it
Lowry.
Lowry or is it Lowery? Or I don't know.
So now how do you say it? How do you just flow?
Lowry.
Lowry. Lowry. I feel so like...
You can make it sound fancy, yeah.
Did that sound fancy?
It does.
No, did I make it sound
You
fancy
did.
like that?
You did a good job.
I feel like I need to like Lowry. I could pull that off like a Maybelline commercial or something. So, tell me a little bit about your fitness business. What exactly?
Well, I was trying to find a way to bring together, nurse and personal trainer. So I was trying to find a way to brand that. And at first I was thinking, okay, well, we'll be fitness nurses. And that just doesn't sound right.
Right.
And then I was like, okay, well, preventative health nurse. And that sounds really good. It does. But nobody seems to be too interested in that. So now it's just registered nurse fitness consultant.
Wow, very nice. So, so you are also an RN then?
Yes.
Very nice. Now I know when we were talking on the phone, you kind of told me a little bit about how your journey went. So a long time ago, take me back a little bit. A long time ago.
How a little bit?
You had said originally that you were interested in the fitness.
Yeah. Well, I mean, back when I was back after I graduated high school, I had been throughout high school. I was in weightlifting and track and field. I did the field part, and I don't run. if I'm running, there's something behind me, and you should probably run too. But I had, at that point, from leaving high school, I was going to the gym, eating good. I lost weight. I got down to a real good size. I was getting ready to do a bodybuilding competition, and I got my personal trainer certificate, and I was ready to do all that. And that's when I found out I was gonna have a baby.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And finding out you're pregnant for the first time is like the big green light. I can eat for two.
Mm-hmm.
And I did. And that first pregnancy, I put on like 60 pounds. So at that point, I mean, I had gotten my personal training certificate, and I was really wanting to do it, really interested in doing it, really ready to get into the bodybuilding competition. I had gotten a modeling contract, the same stuff I'm doing now. But nobody wanted to hire a pregnant nurse or a pregnant model.
Right.
So, I mean, my daughter is a blessing. She didn't, she'll say she thinks she messed that stuff up, but she didn't, because that
Things happen
gave
for
me
a
purpose.
reason. Exactly.
Yes. That being a mom was my purpose.
Yes.
And taught me so much. And through all that time,
I feel like you're gonna make me start tearing up here in a minute. Okay.
Through all that time,
Get the tissue. I'm not trying to. I'm just saying. That was really touching, though. I'm trying to keep it together.
Okay. You're good. I focused on her, and had little side things that I did here and there, and I was a security guard for a while, and we had kind of bounced around homes, and it wasn't exactly the best marriage in the world, but I'm not going to do any ex-husband bashing.
No.
So, but then I had my son, and that was when before I had found out I was pregnant with my son, was when I started doing the cleaning businesses. And I really wanted to get back into the fitness stuff, but I had my daughter in 2000, and then in 2003 I had a miscarriage, and that kind of shattered me a little bit. And then I had my son in 2005. So somewhere about 2002, I started doing cleaning businesses and really found out that being an entrepreneur was my thing. I'm good at that. And I worked that business up until moved out of New Jersey, came to Florida, tried to start doing it here. The cleaning business doesn't really roll too well in Florida, unfortunately. I don't know why. It's not as, I don't know. I guess Northerners are a little bit more particular about their homes. So after I moved to Florida, got divorced, got back into another bad marriage that was 10 years, and at some point in there I was like, I really need to do something way different with my life. When I had my son, he had a big problem the first couple months I had him. Went to take him to do his newborn shots at like 2 months old, whatever it is. And they were like, okay, yeah, well, he's gonna feel a little cranky when you go home, so give him some baby Tylenol. Okay, I'll do that. Got home, gave him baby Tylenol, and he stopped breathing. And I freaked. I mean, I called 911. They were at my house. It felt like within seconds. And by the time they got there, I had stimulated him back to cry. Thank God. And went to the hospital. He was in the hospital for 2 weeks. Found out that he had severe GERD and sleep apnea. And so he was on a heart monitor, breathing monitor, for a year. And with all of the care and the support and the guidance that I had gotten from those nurses, I was like, that's what I want to do. That's what I need to do. So I started going back to school. It took me 5 years to get my nursing degree, because in the process of doing that, I was a Girl Scout leader, I was a Boy Scout leader, and I ran the meetings and all that, and I started getting terrible stomach pain. And there was one night that I was quite literally finishing up my Scout meeting, doubled over in pain, doubled over. Got home, I was like, I'll lay down for a little bit, I'll feel fine. Within an hour, I was quite literally screaming in bed. And that was when I found out about that. I mean, granted, it took them, they never even diagnosed it. I diagnosed it. I had imaging done, you name it, and I panned through those images for hours on end till I found a problem and brought it to a surgeon, and they fixed it. But so, that was kind of a bump in the road there.
What was that called now?
It was a paraduodenal hernia.
So they did laparoscopic repair of paraduodenal. That's a mouthful.
It's very hard to spell too.
So in this report that you printed off for me, I can't wait until I'm able to read it later. So it goes over, because you said it was a trial. It's not something that they have ever done before.
The difference in what they did with that surgery was the fact that they did it laparoscopically.
Okay.
Generally, that was something that was an open abdominal procedure, and I did not want a big, huge scar. I never had a C-section. I didn't want anything there. I was like, just, can you do it normal? Or laparoscopically. And the surgeon that I had seen out here, he was like, no, we can't do that. It has to be open. I have to be able to see what I'm doing. And I was like, you know what? I bet you UF will do it. I took all my stuff to UF, and they said, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. And that surgeon that had done it, it was the first time he'd ever done it. And it was the first time they had, honestly, I think he had told me that was the first time they had seen it. Because paraduodenal hernia is extremely rare. Extremely rare. And basically what it is in the process of your development as a uterus, or as a fetus, there's a portion of the duodenum that's supposed to close, and it didn't. And so it left this little hole. And over time, a wall of a lining forms out there. And my intestines, I think it was like half of my intestines, had fallen into that pocket through that hole.
Oof.
And so much of it had fallen in that by the time that I was doubled over in pain, it was because my intestines were all over here and they were getting squeezed and pinched off.
Oh.
And they had to go in, open that up, take that deformity out and fix it, which I haven't had a problem
Realign all the
since.
intestines.
So they kind of did that on their own. They pulled them all out of the hole and they found their way around. And I haven't had a problem since. So
Now, is this one the one that you were saying on the phone where they had said it's kind of like a 50-50?
that was my back surgery.
Okay, so tell me about that. Oh my goodness. Ooh.
For a long while I lived here in Florida, before I started going to nursing school, I actually worked at the Walmart warehouse. Brand new job, right? Brand new job. 2 weeks in, I'm deathly sick. No idea what's going on. I had the worst headache I had ever had in my entire life. Went to the hospital. Oh, hey, you have meningitis. I was like, oh, okay, fantastic. So I was on quarantine for a week, and they told me, okay, after 2 weeks you can go home. You can go home, go back to work, whatever. Okay, great. Nobody happened to mention the fact that, hey, by the way, your spine was a lot weaker because you had meningitis. Take it easy. I worked at a warehouse, so loading up boxes and 70-pound boxes, picking them up and putting them on the conveyor behind me. First night back at work. Brand new job. I was already out for 2 weeks. It was like 9 hours into my 10-hour shift. Picked up the box, turned around, put it on the conveyor, and I heard the disc in my back pop. And it didn't just pop. It popped and it tore.
Oof.
So I had a tear in the disc in my back at the L4, L5 that was absolutely 100%, 24 hours a day, leaking synoviospinal fluid onto a nerve.
Oh my gosh.
And over time, because it's leaking, it's compressing,
Right.
and it no longer protects the vertebrae. And yeah, I was cane, walker, wheelchair. I started getting spinal block shots, and those were great. They worked great. The first one lasted for 10 months, the second one lasted for 8 months. It was fantastic.
And what is that? Is it just like a filler?
No, it's a mixture of steroids and pain medication. All
Okay,
that. They
okay.
inject directly into the nerve. And it helped. It did help. But it was $500 pop.
Yeah.
And by the third time for the injection, I was like, I can't keep doing this. Because not only was I doing that, but I was on pain management therapy too. So I was taking 90 milligrams of morphine a day for like 2 years. And I knew how much damage that was causing to my body. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to keep doing this. Somebody needs to fix me. And I had gone to a couple surgeons and I was completely denied. They said, you're too young. The only thing we can do is a fusion. We won't do it. I was like, okay, that's not an acceptable answer. I will find somebody who can. And I researched, and found the study that I tried to get enrolled in. And I was one of the last participants to be enrolled in the study. And what it is they had gone in from the side. I have a little tiny scar right here. And they put in a titanium ball and socket joint in between the L4, L5 vertebrae. So it's this little disc, little tiny disc. It's 2 pieces, and they sit right in between the vertebrae. So the pressure of the vertebrae holds it together, and it sits on a ball, like your shoulder joint.
Right.
Rolls all over the place. So I have full range of motion. They told me it's 50-50 chance it's going to work, 50-50 chance it's not. It's worked. I haven't had a problem.
to not just get your life back and full range of motion like what you're saying, but even with the whole fitness. So I can imagine even with the fitness, the working out and stuff like that, you don't have to be careful.
Oh yeah, I do have to be careful. There's certain things that I won't do. Certain things I'm afraid to do. Like I used to love to go rollerblading. I used to like to ride horses. If I fall off
You can just pop it out, I'm sure.
I fall the wrong way, it pops out. Yeah, I'm good. Because that's not gonna just be a ouch. That's gonna be my back is in two pieces.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah. So there's certain things I won't do.
That's why I was
things
wondering
can't
if there's certain things you can't do.
Yeah.
Even though you've got the full range of motion where you're able to do a lot more than you were able to whenever you had the incident. I can just imagine that. When you told me that, I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. It was painful. Very, very painful.
How long were you down for?
After the surgery?
No, I mean from the point when your disc did slip out to where you were finally able to get it fixed.
I had the meningitis in March of 2008, and the back surgery was 2014.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's a long time.
No, maybe not 8. So not 8 years. 14. What are we in now? 19? 5 years. It's been 5 years. It'll be 6 years in a couple months.
Yeah, that's still a long time though.
Yeah.
Being in pain every single day.
Oh yeah, that was bad. It was bad. Believe me, it was bad. And I missed out. The worst part about it was that I missed out on my kids being little. I really did, because I couldn't pick my son up. I couldn't.
That and
I
you're
remember
constantly on pain meds. Like
Well,
pain
and you
meds
know what?
knock
That's
me
not
out.
even fun. That's not even a problem. I was popping a 30 milligram tablet of morphine and going to work. I was fine. That wasn't ever a problem. It didn't make me tired. It didn't make me drowsy. It didn't. My judgment was never impaired. And I told them I didn't want to take it anymore, and I didn't take it anymore. There was no addiction. There was no withdrawal. There was just I didn't take it anymore.
That's good. That's very good.
But I missed out on so much. I remember going to a theme park with my family, and my son wants me to hold him, and I'm like, okay, I'll hold you in my lap on a wheelchair. That wasn't a life. I lost so much time, and that sucks. But hey, I'm here now, and I've got that time back, and I'm trying to make it count.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit more about with the fitness business that you're currently working on. So we went a little bit in your history.
Yeah.
And you were originally starting off on that path, and then of course life happens, like it does. So now you've gotten back into it. What made you decide to continue the path that you had originally started?
Well, I've been a nurse for like 5.5 years now, and I love nursing. Love it. I love it. I love it. There is nothing I would rather do than help people and take care of people and make them feel better. Just like I said, you know, when I became a mom, that was my purpose. Well, as a mom, what do? You take care of your child. You take care of your kid. You make them better. I love doing that for everybody. I started out as a labor and delivery mom, or nurse, and I did that for 2 years. Loved it, and then moved into, this is a weird transition, but I actually started working at the Marion County Jail as a nurse, and I did wound care. And I met.
That is odd.
It is odd.
Change.
It is odd. You go from labor and delivery to boo-boos. But boo-boos with inmates too. I mean, come on. Totally different different clientele. You go from moms to prisoners. But I actually met my husband there. He's a nurse too. Nothing weird, nothing weird. But got out of the jail and went in doing wound care in an actual clinic. When you get into doing stuff in an outpatient clinic in healthcare, you realize exactly how messed up the healthcare system is. And I've really, both my husband and I both decided this isn't right the way we treat people. This isn't right the way we keep getting money from everybody for things that can be taken care of for so quickly with just some changes. And that was the point that I said, okay, you know what? I can do more, and I can do more out from underneath other people. So let me get out there and let me do what I wanted to do way back 20 years ago. Because now I have the education and the knowledge and the experience behind me that I can do it, and I can do it way better than I could have done it back then.
Right.
So all those bumps and all those obstacles, they were there for a reason. That I had to have that time. I had to go through all of that to know this is where I need to be. That's how I had to get here. We don't all have a clear, straight cut road to drive. Unfortunately, there was a lot of construction on my path for a long time. Kind of like Orlando, where I came from today. Yeah. Like, I took like 6 exits to end up getting to where I needed to be, and that's kind of how my life has been. So,
but it keeps you grounded, like you're able to understand and know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, there's some people that just seem to have it together. Like, as soon as they're 15, 16 years old, they're like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to graduate high school, go straight on to college. And it's like, how is it so simple for you? Like, I would much rather, in an odd way, kind of go through the struggles. Because then it's almost like you're more attached, you're more involved.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? You know what I'm trying to say?
You're more dedicated.
You're more dedicated. Yes, that's another good word. I was trying to make it all fancy. Just like with my Lowery. I was trying to make it fancy. But yes, no, that's exactly right. I feel like you're more dedicated, you're more involved, you have more love for what you do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When you're going through all the struggles.
I have an even better word for you.
Okay.
Passion.
Passion. There you go. Jeez. I'm just gonna shut up.
Well, don't do that, because I can't just talk by myself. I mean, my husband will tell you different, but
no, but you're exactly right.
I'm very passionate about the stuff that I do.
So, excuse me. So you came back around with wanting to go the health and fitness route. From learning everything that you had learned. You had actually, and I wish I wrote down your quote, actually.
You did.
Did I?
You did. You told me you did. I know you did.
I wrote down a couple quotes, or maybe it was hashtags. I think I said hashtag.
You have to get up every morning, look in the mirror, and tell yourself that you're gonna make that day your beast. That was something along those lines.
Ah,
am I right? Am I close?
Yeah. Okay. So, best life advice: don't settle. Get up every morning. Start a new day. Hashtag, I'm gonna hashtag this, and you guys start using it too. Make it your beast. She said, know you're worth it.
Oh yeah.
And you also said, no anxiety. I don't know why I didn't write anything additional to that. So go on a little bit more about the no anxiety. Why did you mention that part?
Well, I don't know, because I'm full of it right now. Can you tell? I mean, goodness gracious.
Are you shaking?
I am.
Sweating just a little bit.
Yeah, me too. I'm a ball of anxiety. But I think it's not to try to avoid having anxiety about your future. People are so worried about what's going to happen tomorrow. I noticed that we're always worried about tomorrow. What's going to happen tomorrow? What if? Tomorrow. Well, you're worried about tomorrow, and you're worrying about yesterday. What are you doing about today?
What are you focusing on right now?
Today, we were given this day as a gift. You wake up in the morning, God gave you the chance to get up again, to make something of your day, to make something of yourself. Why waste it worrying about tomorrow or yesterday? Worry about now. What's in front of you now? Do that.
And I think that really kind of hits home with the story that you've been telling me so far about your life and everything that you've gone through. You did take it day by day by day.
I've had to. And going through the stuff that I've gone through, between the marriages and the failures and whatever else, the alcoholism, you realize at a certain point, when you get to rock bottom, you have to trust somebody else. Because we don't know everything. We don't. God does. He knows what we're meant for. And that's why we need to trust Him. It took me 40 years to realize I could trust God. And I'll tell you what, as soon as I started doing that, everything changed. It really did.
Oh.
That was my life changer. Yep.
Look at you now.
I feel so preachy when I say stuff like that, but it's true. It is true. I look back now at some of the stuff I used to do, and it scares the crap out of me, knowing how rock bottom I was. To say, oh my God, I'm even surprised I'm still alive. Some of the stupid stuff I did. And now here I'm sitting, personal trainer, nurse, pumping out a couple businesses. I'm on the church choir now. Church choir. I drive around all day long listening to Joy FM. I was not like that before. And it makes me happy. I'm so happy.
Because you were lost before.
Oh yeah, very lost. And so many of us are. So many of us are. And I don't want anybody to think that, you're going to come train with me and I'm going to be preaching to you. I'm not. But it's not even knowing that you can trust in God. It's knowing you can trust in yourself.
Yes.
It's having that self-confidence and having that, knowing your worth.
Yeah.
Know you're worth it. You let yourself get to rock bottom because you think you're worthless.
Yeah.
Because you don't think you can trust yourself. When you start doing that, when you make that change, there's so much opportunity out there for you. When you realize you can do that if you have the right guidance, you have the right people there to support you and to tell you, yeah, you can do it. There's so many changes you can make in your health, in the way you look, in the way you feel. Yeah.
Mindset. It's everything. Wow.
Yep.
Well, I wanted to let you know that I have a gift for you.
You do? Ooh, I don't ever get gifts. Well, I mean, I do sometimes. It's usually something I bought.
No, I have a gift for you, but before I give you the gift, I wanted you to talk a little bit about, because I promised that I'd let you talk about your husband's business as well.
Well, it really kind of my business, but yeah. Yeah.
So what is the name of, it's a landscaping business here in Denellen?
Yep. Denellen, Citrus Springs, Southern Charm Lawn Care.
Okay. Ooh, you have a shirt.
I do. Maybe I do.
Uh-oh.
I put it on the chair over there.
You want me to grab it real quick?
Okay, go grab it.
Woo! Trip over my tablecloth.
That's okay. You're gonna edit that out.
Oh!
See? Yeah, you really are gonna trip over it. Holy crap.
Which chair? Oh, right here.
Yep. That's my cute little shirt. I made this shirt. I made it. Woohoo.
That is adorable. Okay, so you have the phone number on there as well.
I do. Actually, I made that logo too.
Did you really?
I really did.
That is too cute.
Because, like I said, master of all trades.
Yeah, you are, definitely. Wow.
Or jack of all trades, not master.
Jill.
Oh my gosh,
Jill.
take that back.
Jill of all trades.
Jill of all trades.
Jill of all trades.
Master of none.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. But yeah.
So is this the phone number that they can reach you also for your fitness?
Yeah, actually it rings through to my business, my personal training business phone number, so
Okay, so it's kind of like a 2-for-1 kind of. So if you guys can see that, it's 352-322-2275. And I'm going to post the links later for your Instagram. If you have a website address or any of that information, I'll also include that as well.
Definitely.
But yeah, so when did you guys get started with the landscaping?
About 2 months ago.
Okay.
I swear, it takes you 5 years to realize how miserable you are in the healthcare field, unfortunately. So when I got out of it and started doing my thing, the incredible amount of stress relief there was is insane. And I saw my husband drowning. I saw him drowning, and he was working in a nursing home.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you said he was a nurse as well.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
he was the director there, and he was just drowning, and he was miserable, completely miserable. And I thought to myself, okay, we need to do something to get you out of there.
Right.
And so then I started this. He goes out and does the work. So, yeah.
So you do like the advertising, advertising.
Literally, I do the advertising. I do the scheduling. I do the work. I do the work. I mean, hey, look at me. Look at my arms.
No,
I am
look
not
at that.
kidding. Talking about the bands. I was talking about all the scratches
Yeah,
all
yeah,
over me.
from
I've
working.
been busting my butt.
So you're like out there, you're weed trimming, you're pulling weeds, you're pulling. I don't even know much about landscaping. You're just out there sweating it up and.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm generally the one you'll see with the weed eater. Yeah. And my OCD is, I have OCD, y'all. It's so bad. Because I'm like, oh, I missed one blade. Let me go back. Yeah.
Just go out there with like some scissors.
I should.
That might be a little bit quicker. I don't know. I don't know much
On
about
some
weed
spots,
eating.
it would. Yeah.
The last time I tried weed eating, I don't know how I did it, but the entire string or whatever you want to call it, what is that?
Yeah, the string.
Is it string?
Well, it's not string. It's plastic, but yeah.
It's kind of like fishing line. It's really
sort of.
It's like
yeah,
you know,
sort of, kind of.
I don't know what it is. I'm not that fancy. No, I'm kidding. That's gonna be my thing. I think I'm such a dork. But the entire thing, string, whatever you want to call it, plastic yarn.
Did it fly out?
Yes. Like I have no idea what I'm doing, so I just put it down. I don't want to break any more of it, so I just I have no idea what I'm doing. So I give you huge kudos for that because.
Oh yeah.
Now with scissors, because it was for punishment back when I was a kid, I can scissor some blades of grass.
Well, I just used to go out to do it for fun. I remember being a kid going out with scissors and like. Oh yeah, I remember doing that.
For fun, I would just pluck them out.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what my OCD. I guess I've had it all my life. I didn't even know. Hey, that was a revelation right there.
So do you also you lay mulch and all that kind of stuff, or?
We do. We're starting to get into doing the mulch. We're not into the landscaping part yet. Right now, it's just lawn services.
Oh, okay, cool.
But like I said, that's, we're out there mowing the grass, doing the trimming, doing the edging, hedging, cleaning up, we trim trees, and we've done a lot of minimal land clearing here lately.
Okay.
Taking down trees and removing branches and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm out there with a tree on my shoulder, taking it to the Thank goodness I'm in shape now, because
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So do you guys have a website up yet?
I'm running the lawn care business off of Facebook.
Okay.
So it's just basically facebook.com /Southern Charm Lawns.
That's Southern Charm Lawns. Awesome. So you have a price list and everything up there. I'm interested myself. I'm actually, because we live out in the east side of 40, like heading towards Ocala. We're still out in the country though, and we have tons of property that we're eventually wanting to buy up.
Right.
And it needs to be cleared.
Okay.
And Mark's constantly saying, I can do it myself. I'm like, you work like 60 hours a week.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have time. We have
Right.
2 hours of the evening when I come home from work to really kind of chill out and talk.
Right.
Before we have to cook dinner and then, get ready for bed. And I was like, you don't have time for all that. So I'm kind of being, what's the word I'm looking for?
That one, I can't find that word for you. I am, because I'm not, it's not even there.
I'm like being,
I can find words, but.
I wonder if you said it. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm being, gosh darn it. Proactive.
Oh, there you go. That's a good word. I like that
I'm
word.
proactive,
That's
and I'm trying to think in advance, because I know for a fact, guys, no, I can do it myself, just like my dad. I don't need to go to the doctor.
Every guy says that.
I don't know why they do that. So no, I have to say, Mark, we need help.
We can help you.
No, seriously. I think that would be awesome. And eventually I want to get to the point where we are doing the actual, because I want to get some palms, real ones. Real ones.
Yeah. Well,
I don't even know what kind
that
of
one's
palm.
cute and all, but yeah.
I don't even know what exactly, the type of palms that I want. I just want palms. He keeps talking about Mexican fan palms, but I think those are small,
Sago
itty bitty
palms.
little things. Huh?
Is that the sago palm?
I don't even know what that is.
That's the little one, the one bushy looking one.
Does it fan out? It's like a fan or something?
Yeah, it fans out from the middle.
I don't want a little thing. I want a big
No, these
thing.
get big. These
Oh,
get
do
pretty
they?
big. Yeah, you can get them in different sizes. But I'm not doing that part yet.
I know, but when you do,
Okay. Okay.
because we're not going to be doing that part either for a couple of years, probably. I don't freaking know the way that we're going. We still got to buy the property first.
Well, that's true. You just go over there with a shovel and be like, "Hey,
I mean, we
we
could.
put this palm tree right here."
Yeah, exactly.
Get ready.
Yeah. I'm getting it prepared for whenever we do go and buy it. That would actually probably raise the value of it. We shouldn't do it before we buy
don't
it.
do it. No.
We want to
I
buy
was
it
just
while
kidding.
it's still cheap. Okay.
I was just kidding.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Facebook.com Southern
Charm Lawns
Charm Lawns, and then the name of your fitness.
is Lowery's Health and Fitness.
And you are definitely on Instagram.
Oh yeah. Most of the stuff on Instagram though is my modeling and all that. But yeah, I'm on there. There's it ranges between fitness and modeling and lawn care. It's a really weird mixture on my IG.
So it'd be much easier to find everything though. So I'm gonna post the links to both your Facebook and your Instagram at the end of the video. And so before we go, I said I had a surprise.
Yeah. What's the surprise? I'm kind of interested now.
I gotta put on some more lip gloss for this because we're gonna be taking pictures here in a second.
Oh, we are? I didn't bring mine in.
Do you know how we are?
No. Oh gosh.
I can't even see what I'm doing, but it feels good to me. Okay, so. I should probably. I'm gonna scoot
curious.
this out of the way.
Now I'm really curious.
Okay. I don't know. You might need those.
Okay.
So I'm going to.
I still have this one.
Oh, it's on me. I don't need it on me.
Oh, I was gonna say, what are you doing? Are you taking a video of me opening this?
No, I just want to take a picture.
Okay.
I'm such a dork.
I was gonna say, we're already taking a video.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Okay.
So. You're good.
Can I open it now? Am I allowed? Okay.